to the savings and loan system. This is the system for the sacco or the MFI microfinance or microlending company. So to log in, we'll put in the username demo and the password demo in lowercase. If you want to change your password, you can tick, then you can log in. When you log in, you will see the data manipulation buttons, the new record button, the open, the save, the spell, the autocomplete, the undo, the email, the print. You can send your printouts to the printer, you can email, you can Excel, PDF and Word, you can delete, you can open these applications, Excel, PDF and Word from the system, or you can access these facilities, the calculator, your printers and the date. To start with, you click on the help. This will allow you to access the manual. And once you access the manual, it's important to go through the manual, click on getting started. This will help you understand the system so that you can use it in a way that confers a benefit. Then you'll go to your training guide. The training guide will show you how to install the system, to configure it, to put in the various activities within the system so that you can use the entire system. To start with, you will go to the administration, and within the administration you will go to company, and company you will click on the new record button, and the new record button you will then register the company or your sacco or your MFI or microlender. You put the details, and once you click on the save button, it will generate for you the sequences. If you want, you can put in your logo, and once you put in your logo, it will appear in your reports, and then you can configure if you want it in your reports. Then you create the user. To create the user, you click on the new record button, and once you click on the new record button, you'll be able to register your user. And then you can give the company or companies and give the access permissions to the various modules. It can be access, it can be update, post, delete, print, export, unique master access privileges. These are important so that people can have access to different aspects of the system in a different way. Once you've done that, then you log out and log in as a new user. Then you go to the general ledger. In the general ledger, you'll go to the financial setup. In the financial setup, you click on the new record button to create the financial year. Once you create, then you'll have access to your periods, your chart of accounts. You can edit any of these chart of accounts as long as you're within the classification. That is current assets, fixed assets, current liabilities, all the way to expenses. Once you've done that, then you'll go to your products. In your products, you register your various products, put them in a particular sequence, give them the GL. If they are loans, you'll say the minimum, the maximum, the type of loan, whether it's amortized, reducing balance, or flat rate. You'll say whether it's monthly, daily, weekly, depending on the structure of your loan. Then you will then put in the interest rate, say it's per watt. Then you can put in the GL codes. You can say how the loan is repaid. Do you pay penalty first, then interest, then principal, or what format to use for paying your loan. Then you can say the minimum period and the maximum period of the loan. You can say the penalty, if it's applicable, what percentage. You can say the GL account and what is the penalty is based on. Is it penalty based on the principal, the interest and penalty, or is it just principal and interest, or just principal on its own? Okay. Then you can say the number of days that have to elapse before the penalty is charged. So once you're done with your products, be they loans or savings or fees, then you can save. Remember, there's a deposit account. In case people make early payments, you can put the extra payment in the deposit account so that when the loan has generated the respective interest, you can be able to pull money from that deposit account. That prevents you from settling loans earlier than they fall due, where people make bulk payments. Then after that, you go to your stores. In your stores, you can create stores items, but most importantly, you come here, you go to the payment mode. You put in the mode in which you give out money and the mode in which you also receive money. Yeah. Then after you are done with that, Then now the system is ready to go. You'll go to your members ledger. In your member, you can register your members. So in this case, we are going to register a member. Let's say we are going to register a member. Say Mary Wangui Jepto. Sorry, click on the new record button. Mary Wangui Jepto. Yeah, put in their phone number. Yeah, and say accounts receivable, and you put in their email address. So mwjepto@hotmail.com, Nairobi. Okay, then you save. Okay, once you've done that, then you can straight away go to transact and collect some money from her. So we come here, you say new record. So on the 1st of January, she made a deposit. She made a cash deposit, and then you say what it was for. It was for registration fee. She made a registration fee of 1,500. Then she did some shares of 5,000. Okay, so she gave you a total of 6,500. So you can post, and once you post, you will see you can generate a receipt. The receipt will look like this. Yeah, you can see that it is. And if you have a POS printer, you can also generate another receipt, which you can generate a POS receipt in case you have a POS printer. Again, it will look like this. Okay, so if you go back to Jeptos, you'll see there is the money that have come straight into account. Then to create a loan, we come to loans. We say new. Say on the 1st of January 2020, she took in a loan. What type of a loan it is? It's a normal loan. She took how much? Maybe 120,000. Then to the interest rate was that. It was per year. It was flat rate, monthly. It will start on that date. Term is 12 months. There's no grace period. And you can say who the loan officer is. It is. And you can say this loan. Generate the schedule. We forgot to generate the schedule. There it is. You can see there is a schedule that it comes. Yeah. You can see there is a loan. Yeah, we generate that kind of money every month. You can change the number of decimal points. Yeah, where applicable. Then you come and say this loan has been approved. If the loan has been approved, then you can come and say you want to disburse it. Yeah, you want to disburse it. And once you say you want to disburse it, then now you come back here, you select the loan number, you go to transact, and then you say you want new record. You come, sorry, you don't even need to come, they just come and say disburse. It will automatically pick for you, and you say disburse it in form of a bank, and you say the check number. Put on the check number, then you say post. Okay, once you have disbursed, then you'll see there it is. The loan has been disbursed. So when you come to her account again, you'll see now she has a loan which is off. The loan was, I think it was, we put 12,000. Yeah, we put the loan 12,000. We put a loan of 12,000. Okay. Yeah. So her installments are 1,150. Okay. So now, if we go to transact, we'll see this is a position. We can accrue. Let's first assume we accrue for her. We accrue for the month. So one we do for February. So we'll accrue February. There we are. We've accrued for February. You can see we've accrued for February. There is the interest. So when you go to her balances, now you'll see her loan balance has increased based on the new interest. Then assume she didn't pay, and the loan was due for payment. So by the 5th day, which was now February 6th, after 5 days, if she had not paid, then we'll generate a penalty. Then we'll have a look at the penalty, will accrue for penalty, sorry for that. We'll say it was 5 days later, on the 6th, in accrue penalty. You see now the penalty has come now because she has not paid the loan. So you can see the penalty is made of P plus I, which is this, and then the penalty rate is 5%. 5% of this to give you rounded to the nearest to the zero, because we said we wanted to do it to the nearest shilling, so it will come to 58 shillings. So now when you look at her balance has increased. When she comes to make payment, she can come and make a payment. So in our payment, we'll come and say she has a she'll come here to transact. Then you can say we want to make a payment. We say new record. So now she came on the 6th of February and she made a deposit. Then she made a cash deposit. You come here, you say it is a loan, normal loan. Oh, sorry, say normal loan. Okay, maybe we need to go and pick the loan. Sorry, pick the loan, come back here, come down here, say new record button. Normal loan. There we are. So now here we shall say she paid 1,150 and 58 shillings. So that's what she orders. Then when you're satisfied, we click on save and we post. And therefore now we'll be able to generate for her a receipt, which is now this receipt to show she made a full payment. If you go back to her account, we'll see now that in her account, you go to transact, we'll see now she has made the payment, which is there's an original loan, the interest, the penalty, and the payment. If she wants a statement, you can generate the statement. It will show here it is. It will show this was the loan that was disbursed. This was the total interest for the loan. This was the penalty that was raised on this day. This was what she paid, which was 1,000 principal, 150 interest, and penalty of 58 shillings. So now she has no arrears. So again, you can send her this statement. Now, when you do this, behind the scenes, you can see her account is being populated. So anytime she walks into the office, you can be able to see the position of her account. Now, because she's not the only one, you can use the bulk transactions to transact for every person. If you come here, let us first go back to her account. You see, let's go back, we'll find her, say Mary. You can see we pick Jepto. There is what is called the loan balances report. This loan balance is very important because it will show you her position. This was the loan amount, total interest. This is what she has paid so far. This is the loan balance, and therefore she has no arrears. And this is the next installment that is due. This is the last time that she paid, and this is her shares. Okay, so again, you can go to the bulk payment. You come here to the bulk because you'll be doing for many clients or many members. So you come here and say accrue. And once you say accrue, you say yes, you want to accrue. You say to the nearest zero. So now you can accrue, say 1st of March. Then you can say accrue. Then accrue. So it will accrue for everyone in the system. Okay. So because you have very many members, this bulk module does everything for you. You accrued. So if we go back now to say Mary, you will see now we've accrued the next interest. So come, you go to Mary, you'll see the new interest has come, which is now this one, which was a March. So again, you can go to account loan. You can see here this one has come. So we don't need to pay from here. We can go straight to Mary's account, even from the bulk. You just come here and say find Mary. Then you say Egypto. Then we say yes, we want to see the thing. It will give us, it will show us now she has an arrears of 1500 because it was in the month of March. So once we've done that, we can now set it. We can now come and say now she came in and added some additional monies, 5,000. And then she paid her loan, which is a normal loan, 1150. Then we say totals. Then we say she paid on the 2nd of March. We say she made payment by M-Pesa. You can put in the M-Pesa code. And then we can post. If we had given a manual receipt, we can enter the receipt number here. At times you may find yourself being given manual receipts. You can put in the receipt number there, and then you just come and post. Okay, once you post, you can generate what is known as the receipt, and there is a receipt now which you give her. Is a receipt for the payment. Now, if you're dealing with groups, for groups, you'll come and say find. You put in the group, and once you put in the group, you'll say this is a group. Again, you'll get in the report. So this one tells you the members. This is a group. This is a person with a loan, has an arrears of 5075. It has an arrears of 57,500. So then maybe they paid 30,000. So we come here and we come now. In this particular case, we can export so that we don't need to keep on keying in everything from within the system. You can make an export. We generate this spreadsheet. Yeah. Once we export this spreadsheet, we can populate the spreadsheet with figures, and then we can import it. You can see here it comes behind the scenes, the spreadsheets with all the names. So then now we just come and say now they're giving shares of 2,000, and then he's going to pay his education loan of 20,000. Okay, so this spreadsheet we can save it. You can say save as. You can say in the PC. You can say you're going to put it in documents. You say member running group ODG. Okay, and what we now do this so that we don't have to work from the computer all the time. We just need to come and import it. So we come, we say we want to import it. We'll go and look for it from wherever it is. We put it here, group OGD, and then automatically it will come and load it into the screen. So there it is. You can see it has loaded the records. It has populated for us. So once you're satisfied that's the amount of money, we'll see the format in which the money was paid. Maybe it was a bank transfer, and we put in the check that was used to transfer, and we say yes, and it will automatically post to the members' accounts. Okay, we can even look at the receipt, the audit. That tells us this money was received from Susan, deposit, Tom, education loan, and Tom also paid their shares. So all this work that is being done behind the scenes, it goes to a general ledger. And in the general ledger, you can come here, you can see this is what you've just done from within the bulk transactions, and this is what we've just done from the member ledger. We can come to our books of accounts. In our books of accounts, you can see all the work we've done. You can see the money that has come to the bank. You can see the money that has come to cash, and even the money that has come in through M-Pesa from Mary Wangui deposit. You can drill down and see from what it was. It was M-Pesa 100. It came from current loans, and the shares went to the capital account. So you can see that. If we want, we can go and look at our GGL. You can see that our trial balances. Okay, the system is quite big, so I'll just show you briefly the petty cash. So petty cash, yeah, the other items in the system which you can use, including the payroll. Go to petty cash. In petty cash, you come to the petty cash. You start by introducing the deposit. You say deposit, it was from cash. So let's say we did it in 01. Let's just say today. We just do it today. You say new. It was how much? It was sorry, it was from cash. It was 5,000. The demo, the person who received it, we posted it, then we save, and you can come down here. We start using the money. Say travel for the officer, loan officer, travel and snacks. Now you can say the account that does that. This maybe it was 1,500. You can say we approved it, and you can post it. You can save, and you can come down here again. You say you paid Wi-Fi. You say here postages, maybe it was 25. You can say we approved it. Say yes. You save. Then you can see the petty cash keeps on changing, going down as you spend the money. So when we come to the general ledger again, you'll see our petty cash has come. You can see there it is, petty cash items. Then we can also run the payroll. The payroll will come here. We register the employees, and remember to say whether the employee is a loan officer, a credit officer, a manager. You can see the loan officer. Then once you've done that, you create what are known as the pay elements. Once you create the pay elements, then you run the payroll. So you run the payroll for today. To come and say generate the payroll. So generate the payroll, then you'll have a look at it. Payroll summary. There it is, who prepared it, who checked it, who approved it. Then once you're satisfied, maybe it was just a bank transfer, then you say post. It will go to each and every member's account. Okay, so then once you've done that, you can be able now to print the various the reports. Like for instance, you can print the PAYE, which you use to make payments to the statutory deductions. You can look at your NHIF. Yeah, and if you did internal bank transfer, you can look at your EFT report that will show you the members and the accounts and the amount of money you're transferring to the accounts. Now for the payslips, you will come here and you can see that it has come. There's a payslip. So all you need to do is print. They come in 2 copies. One copy you give the employee, the other copy you file it. So you can see there it is, the payslip. So once you've done that, then now you can look at your reports. You can see the system is quite large, so you can do many things with it. You can come here, you'll see now your payroll has come. B stands for batch. The next 2 digits stands for the ledger. So the payroll, this would be the payroll. You can see it has come. You can go to your payroll, the books of accounts. You see your statutory deductions have come. Then if you go and now generate the GL reports, you will see there's your trial balance. Okay, again you'll see there's your P&L. Yeah, and you'll see month by month how you've generated, how you've been performing. You can see this is the months in which we did the activities. Of course, this month we've just done the expenditure because we used today's date as the default date. So you'll be able to see how the monies have come through. Then you can also be able to look at your other reports. You go to members, you go to general, you can look at these reports. Are a very key important report that shows you the activities. So you can say, let's say from January, you will see it's an audit report. So it shows you these are the transactions which were done and who did it and on which date. And you can see these are very key important reports, an audit report. Then you can go to your savings. You can look at your savings concentration. Yeah, you can see how they're concentrated between the individuals. You can go to your active accounts and see how they're faring. You can see who are the people and when they last made their payments. You can see Jepto made their payment 2nd of March. That's the last time they paid. And they have a total of 10,000. Then you can go to these other reports, which are loans reports. You can look at your disbursed loans, let's say from January. You can see we've just disbursed one, which is Jector, then we did it now. Then you can see the loan balances. The loan balances you can see for all of them. Yeah, they can see, it will show you the individuals, it will show you the groups, it will even show you the savings and show you what is in arrears. Yeah, you can see Jector has no arrears because we have been paying. Okay, so these are very key report. You can also do it per group officer, so you can generate just for a specific officer. Yeah, then you can send the payment schedules to the members. You can generate what is called an arrears report. Yeah, the arrears report will show you each and every members and how old their loan is, and also you can generate what is called a loan portfolio report. Yeah, again this one will show you the PAR, and it will show you how it is distributed. Yeah, you can even do it per loan officer if you want to do so. So once you're done, then you'll be able to benefit from the system, and when you finish up you can exit, and as you exit you will take a backup. So you save, and that you're done. So that's the end. Thank you very much for your time.